Hey, good morning, everybody. Zach Tinker here from CESP Law. I just want to take a second while I have some time here to talk about your Fifth Amendment and Sixth Amendment rights. Some people may be familiar with this already. Pleading the Fifth, right? Your right to remain silent, the right against self-incrimination. Your Sixth Amendment right being your right to counsel. So you do need to say, if you're talking with police officers and you want an attorney, you got to say that. I want to talk to my attorney. And then basically stop talking. They should stop asking you any questions. So that's normal stuff, right? I don't want to answer any questions. I want to talk to my attorney. That kind of shapes the tone of the conversation with law enforcement. But one thing that people might not understand or realize is, while that is very helpful in a criminal case, because you're not giving them any information, actually anything that you say that's helpful to your cause is excluded at trial as inadmissible hearsay, whereas anything, let's say, damning to you would be included or admitted as evidence as what's called a party opponent admission. So it only can be used to hurt you, anything that you say to police officers. But in a civil context, let's say you were falsely arrested and you're seeking what's called a 1983 civil rights claim against the law enforcement agency that arrested you. Your invocation of those rights by a civil jury they can do what's called draw a negative inference. So they can attribute that to like mindfulness of guilt. They can draw a negative inference. The reason that you stayed quiet or that you wanted to talk to attorneys because you knew that you were going to put your foot in your mouth and admit to the thing that you did, and that's the reason why you're here, yada yada yada. So just keep that in mind. Criminal juries are specifically instructed, whether they do this or not, whether they adhere to the law or not is kind of a different story. But the judge in a criminal trial will tell the jury that they cannot think of your silence with police officers or your invocation of your Sixth Amendment right to counsel for any purpose whatsoever. But in a civil context, if you were to sue the law enforcement agency, the jury in that civil case can attribute a negative inference to that. So just a little known thing about our Fifth and Sixth Amendment rights. Know your rights, use them wisely. Talk to an attorney if you need some help. All right, take care.